There is a place where most dreams go to die. A place so insidious, so comfortable, that it lulls you into the illusion of security. It's the comfort zone. It's the quiet assassin of potential, the hidden thief of greatness. You don't even see it coming because it feels safe. It feels warm. It whispers, "Stay here. You've worked hard. You've earned this peace." But what if I told you that every moment spent in that safe space is a moment you're surrendering your future? Every second you stay within the limits of what you already know, you're relinquishing the person you could become, the version of yourself who could do things, achieve things, that you can't even imagine right now. Look back at every moment of true greatness in history. Was it ever achieved by someone who stayed within their comfort zone? No. It was achieved by those who dared to step into the unknown, to risk the failure, to leap into the void without knowing what would happen next. Edison did not invent the light bulb by playing it safe. Ford did not revolutionize the car industry by sticking to the same tired ideas. Disney didn't create a magical empire by following the crowd. Every step forward in history, every revolution, every breakthrough, happened because someone refused to settle for the comfortable. They embraced discomfort. They took risks, and in the process, they unlocked something far more powerful than security. They unlocked greatness. You see, comfort is the enemy of progress. It's the mask you wear to hide from your fears. It keeps you on autopilot, gliding through life without ever reaching for more. The problem with comfort is that it doesn't make you better. It makes you stagnant. It promises you peace, but it delivers nothing. The moment you choose comfort over growth, you choose to close the door on your potential. You become a spectator in your own life. Do you know why most people never achieve their dreams? Because they let the comfort zone dictate their lives. They take the easy route, the predictable path, and they wonder why, years later, they feel empty. They wonder why they're not fulfilled, why they don't feel alive. The truth is simple. You can't live an extraordinary life if you're too scared to step into the unknown. You can't achieve the impossible if you keep running from discomfort. It's time to break free, but it's not easy. Comfort has a grip on you, and it's not just going to let go. It'll pull you back over and over again. The resistance you feel when you push against the comfort zone, that's normal. That's part of the process. The truth is, if you never feel resistance, if you never feel fear, then you're not growing. You're not moving forward. You're not challenging yourself to become more. And to become more, to step into your greatness, you have to learn to face that resistance, to embrace the discomfort, and to push through it. Now, this isn't about making reckless decisions or throwing yourself into chaos for the sake of thrill. This is about choosing growth over stagnation. It's about having the courage to take calculated risks, to challenge the status quo, and to expand your limits even when everything inside of you screams to stay safe. You don't need to know the entire path. You don't need to have it all figured out. What you need is clarity of vision and the will to take that first step into the unknown. Because here's the truth. The moment you step outside the comfort zone, something incredible happens. You change. The old version of you begins to shed its skin. You no longer think the same way. You don't react the same way. Your perspective shifts, and you start to see the world differently. No longer is it a place full of dangers and threats. It becomes a canvas, a blank space waiting for you to create. The more you step into discomfort, the more you realize that everything you were afraid of wasn't real. Every barrier, every excuse, every fear that you thought was insurmountable fades away as you gain momentum. In this new space, you'll start to notice things you never saw before. Your mind will begin to sharpen. Your instincts will get stronger. Your vision will become clearer. And with each new challenge you tackle, you will discover something you never knew you were capable of. That's how greatness is born. Not in the comfort zone, but in the crucible of challenge, in the fire of uncertainty, in the struggle against what feels impossible. But this doesn't just happen by chance. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens because you made a decision to refuse the easy road, a decision to get uncomfortable, to make discomfort your ally, and to use it as fuel for your growth. Because the truth is, nothing great comes without sacrifice. Nothing worth achieving comes without a price. And that price is the discomfort you must endure to grow into the person you are meant to be. The journey won't be easy, and that's exactly why it will be worth it. Every time you rise above the discomfort, every time you face your fear and push through, you build something stronger inside you. Something unshakable. And this strength, it doesn't just come from the victories. It comes from the struggle. It comes from the moments you felt like quitting, but chose to keep going. It comes from the scars you earn along the way, the lessons you learn through adversity. It's easy to think of success as a destination, as a final achievement. But success isn't a place you reach. Success is a way of being. It's the ability to move through life with purpose, with resilience, and with a refusal to be chained by fear. Every person who has ever achieved anything significant didn't do it by avoiding discomfort. They did it by learning how to thrive in it. Think of Lincoln, standing alone with nothing but his vision. He didn't wait for things to be perfect. He didn't wait for the ideal conditions. He acted in the face of uncertainty, guided by the conviction that something greater than comfort lay on the other side. His greatness didn't emerge from the safe decisions he could have made. It emerged from the courage to face the impossible. And so it was with all the greats. Edison, Ford, Carnegie, Disney. Each one stepped outside the comfort zone and into the unknown, and in doing so, they reshaped the world. The question now is, what will you do with the time you have left? Will you continue to live in the false security of your comfort zone, or will you step into the fire and forge something extraordinary? The choice is yours. But remember this, the comfort zone is not your friend. It is a prison, a beautifully wrapped lie that tells you to stay, to settle, to be satisfied with less. And every time you listen to that voice, every time you choose safety over courage, you push your greatness further out of reach. You rob yourself of the life you could be living. What if I told you that your greatness is just on the other side of your comfort zone? That everything you've ever wanted, every dream, every goal, every success, is waiting for you. But it's only accessible if you're willing to step into discomfort. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to take that first step. And when you do, the world will begin to open up in ways you never thought possible. So, take a deep breath, feel the fear, feel the resistance, and then take that step, because your greatness is waiting. But it's not going to wait forever. Step outside the comfort zone, embrace the discomfort, and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes.